Hello Year 3, today we're going to be using our Term 2 revision packs for science and we're going to be doing how can we eat to keep healthy.
The food we usually eat is called our diet, and we know that some people have special diets, like vegetarians, they don't eat meat. Vegans don't eat meat or any other product from animals. Muslims have a special diet where we don't eat any pork, and other people don't eat meat at certain times of the year as well. We need a balanced diet, so this is the important words to remember. When we're talking about how can we eat healthy, we talk about how can we have a balanced diet. This is really important. We need a balanced diet to keep healthy and strong as well. A balanced diet is made up of different types of food in the right amounts. So we have to make sure that we're not eating all of one thing. If I eat a whole lot of carrots and that's the only thing I eat because I love carrots, this is not going to be healthy enough for me because I'm not getting all the nutrients that I need as well. We can have a look at a couple of different things. We have the healthy eating pyramid, which was in our study books, and we can also look at the food pyramid, which we looked at in class. I have an example of the food pyramid down on this study pack, and so we're going to have a look through that as well. And what we did in class for our activity, we said we can keep a food diary to analyze what we're eating, to see if we're getting enough nutrients, we're getting enough different types of nutrients. We have to make sure we have the good balance of the carbohydrates, the proteins, the fats, and the minerals and vitamins. Because if we ate too much of the fat nutrients, then we wouldn't be very healthy. If we didn't eat any protein, I wonder if you guys can remember, there's a word starting with K, and it's like qua. Hands up if you can remember the children with the big bellies. They hadn't had enough protein. Ibrahim had his hand up next.
Koryawski.
Very close.
That's the only way I know how to say it.
It was very, very close. Okay. It was kwashiorkor. Kwashiorkor were those poor Kwashiorkor, yes. Kwashiorkor. It was very, very tricky to remember. So we do need to make sure that we're taking in all different types of nutrients to have a completely balanced diet. Now, so we talked about how some people have different diets. For example, vegetarians don't eat meat, different religions don't allow eating pork or beef, and a specific type of diet, bodybuilders. Bodybuilders eat a lot of protein to build their muscles. So we don't need as much protein as bodybuilders because they're specifically trying to build their muscles. If you're on a specific diet, then you will actually be looking at these nutrition facts quite a lot to see how much of each thing it is. But you need to also do your research to see how much of this stuff you would need as well, okay? Now, we're going to move down to health problems. So, there's always this very scary thing about being unhealthy, right? We always have to worry about not being healthy enough to fight off different bacteria and different viruses that are floating around. And as we know, as we're all sitting at home, this is one of the things that's on everybody's mind at the moment. So what we know is that if our diet is not balanced, we can have health problems, or we cannot grow as big and tall as we could, as we know from those small children in malnourished countries. Now, if we don't have enough food, we can become weak, we can become unwell, and also we will not grow enough. Now, who can give me an example about weakness? If we don't have enough food, we can become weak. Come on, what do I say is the most important meal of the day every time you guys come to school?
Breakfast.
Exactly. If we don't have enough breakfast in the morning, we can become quite weak. Sometimes we become grumpy. I've known some children to get very grumpy if they've skipped their breakfast. Okay, and then let's have lowered hands and then hands up again. Who knows, who can explain to me we can become unwell if we don't eat the right amount of food or the right types of food? Rita Chesley was first. If we do not have enough of this kind of food, we can become unwell. What kind of food do we need to make sure we have enough of to keep us healthy?
Kind of fruits and
Exactly. Fruits and vegetables.
Vegetables.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Farida. Okay, the next one, Jada. Jada, I'm going to ask you the question. What kind of food do we need to help us grow?
Milk
Yes, milk will help us grow. What kind of...
and eggs.
And eggs, exactly. What kind of nutrients are these? They're not carbohydrates. Well, some of them have carbohydrates, but they're mainly what?
Protein.
Protein. Bravo, Jada. Well done. Okay. Now, we also know that if we eat too much food, especially sugary or fatty food, we will become overweight. Now, this is one of our health problems. Being overweight can affect many different parts of us. It can make it harder for us to exercise, which also is good for our body. Now, what is something, wait, don't raise your hands. What is something that I keep on telling you shouldn't be bringing to school, Mr. Ahmed?
Yeah.
Yes, I tell you so much, don't bring this to school. What is this food? I say, don't eat this at school. Is it sweets? Sweets and chocolates, Ahmed?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have to make sure Ahmed we're eating healthy. And he did. Ahmed changed to become more and more healthy. His lunchbox was looking amazing. Well done, Mama. And the last one, which is one of the big ones that we have to be worried about in Egypt especially, because I've noticed a lot of people eat a lot of sugary, fatty, and salty foods. So we had a picture of 3 different arteries. Now remember what we did was we had a look, we tried to drink some cow's blood, but it wasn't actually cow's blood, it was strawberry juice. We tried to drink it through 2 different types of straws. We tried to drink through a small straw, which was similar to being the blood trying to go through the blocked artery, and we drank it through a large straw, which is the same as the blood trying to go through a healthy artery. But what we found out was that that it was very, very difficult if our arteries were blocked to drink that strawberry juice. Now we know that if we have this buildup of fats inside our blood vessels, they can become blocked and it can cause heart disease. And this is a very, very large problem in many countries where people are having heart attacks and ending up in hospital because of heart disease. So this is something we need to look out for. The last section that we had a look at was our teeth. Our teeth. Now, if we do not remove food from our teeth, especially sugary food and drinks, we can get plaque. Plaque can cause tooth decay and gum disease. And we know that we should brush our teeth after eating and visit a dentist regularly. If we eat healthy food but don't take care of our teeth, we can still get tooth decay. Remember when we scratched our teeth? Scratch, scratch, scratch. Can you hear me scratching? Can you guys try and scratch your teeth? Try and see if you can get some plaque off. That plaque, that white fluffy stuff that we just got off our teeth, can lead to tooth decay, which means we get cavities and holes in our teeth, and gum disease, where our gums are very sore and red and inflamed. So we have to make sure that we're always looking after our teeth. Now, so just one quick look in your revision packs, the top of the food pyramid, we can see the things we should eat less of, and at the bottom of the food pyramid, the things that we should eat more of as well. You can see that the meats here, the fatty meats, the animal fats, we should be eating less of, and we should be eating more of the healthy fats, such as fish oils, and some dairy as well, but not too much, of course. But we need mostly carbohydrates, just so that we have lots of energy to go throughout the day. We can have a look at it in a more simple form, and this is the form that you would get when you were doing a quiz. Okay, so you would need to understand where each of these parts are. This is the one from Cambridge, so this is the one that you would receive in a quiz from BICC. We have carbohydrates at the bottom, vitamins and minerals are next for the quantities. We have dairy products, proteins, and at the top, of course, fats, sugars, and oils. Question number 4, I want you guys to do for your homework, please, and we're going to discuss it at the beginning of next class. So I want you to write down all of the words in the correct order. Try not to look back. Try and look back revise it, leave it for 2 hours, and come back, see if you can remember. And then this one is very, very easy. Just give me a couple more healthy foods and a couple of unhealthy foods. So that's your homework, guys. And that's it from me. It is a bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later.